So, on this episode we messed up. Our transmission is blown up in the Bronco from Johnny doing a burnout, kinda. And we got a four-wheel drive trans from the junkyard, but the junkyard trans was bad because the plug was crushed, so we couldn't use it. So, no bad things with that. You can hear some cool cars outside. Highway 1's right in front of our shop. So this is a two-wheel drive 480 from B&M. It's somewhat of a performance racing trans, and this is the four-wheel drive bell housing. I already have the tail shaft cover popped off. So this shaft is too long. It is a, should have a tape measure, got one in my pocket. The tail shaft's 5 1/4 inches long. This transfer case is almost 3 3/4 deep on the inside, and it's fully splined on the inside. So when I connect them, and also this cover, or this adapter plate, is 2.5 inches long. So when I connect them, kind of a pain. So you see that spacing is off. So that is 2 1/8 inches distance. I could only push this yoke, or this T-case, 1 3/8 further inside, which leaves me with 3/4 of an inch, I think. So I need to take 3/4 of an inch off the T-case, and I need to take off 2 1/8 inches off the transmission, and hopefully these will adapt. And I'll have, my measurements are a little bit loosely, so I'll have a little bit of, hopefully I'll have like an 1/8 inch of play. So I'm going to chop this trans and chop this T-case, and I think that will work. So I'm just going to use a cutoff wheel and a flapper disc, and hopefully this works. If not, we're going to have a real short T-case, or transmission. Give it to me. Come on. It's stuck. Come on, Scat Bro. There we go. All right. So 2 1/8 off of this, and I have 4 inches of spline still on the inside. So this is actually long. I'm going to have more contact on this shaft than this one, because this is the blown up trans. You can see how short the shaft is. I would say average size shaft. So this is like 3 inches, and after this is cut down, so I'm going to take 2 1/8 off. So this is just rough guesstimate. I have a 1/4 inch more of shaft showing, or 1/4 inch more of contact, I think. I'm going to cut this and see what happens. I hope I don't mess it up, because I need this truck. My shirt is on fire. transfer case slid right into the transmission, no problem. I'm going to chop this off. I'm going to chop 2 and an 1/8 off of this trans shaft. And then there is a little fitting, I want to say fitting, I would say a freeze plug with a little pinhole in it to feed, I guess, the slip yoke. So we're going to patch that. So I'm just going to clean that up and then JB weld it. And then I think we're good to go. Alright, let's see if my measurements work. If not, I think I'm going to have to cut off or flopper this a little bit more off. I cut it way too short, Johnny. What? Just kidding. Nice. So we'll cut that probably 1/8 inch too long, but two and 5/8. 2 and 5/8. So I should take off a little bit off of the trans side, but I think that will work. So that saves us a few $100 for a junkyard trans by running our nice race trans. And we don't know if a junkyard trans is going to work or not, so it might save us a lot of time in the long run. But we have a new torque converter for this, and I'm going to just clean this up a little bit. I'm going to let that JB weld it and then let it sit overnight before installing it. But I think we lucked out on that one. So if you have a two-wheel drive trans, just make sure you have a full shaft, and we'll have plenty of splines inside the TK, so that is cool. We have about an 1/8 inch more of splines in there. So that's how you convert a two-wheel drive transmission to a four-wheel drive transmission with some junkyard parts. And some nice parts. Thanks, Holly, for the awesome parts. As some of you may know, they own B&M Transmissions. We were going to use this in one of our other cool projects, but the Bronco's the one that needs it the most. So we'll go get a two-wheel drive tranny built or get another B&M trans. But we're going to throw this back together, let the JB weld this up, and let it sit overnight. And once again, like and subscribe. Thank you to Johnny for blowing the tranny, so we had to make this whole episode.
It's the 21st century.
Huh?
21st century.
You blew the trans.
I know, that's because it's the 21st century, so you just have to give...
No judging here.
Yeah.